So for those of you who need to go, thank you very much for playing. For those of you who are staying, awesome. We'll talk a bit more about what's happening. To everyone who is watching this stream, thank you very much for watching. I do hope that you are enjoying this thus far. We will be continuing at some point in the unspecified future. If you have missed any of this, you'll be able to catch my perspective on my YouTube channel, which is currently on your screens, or the Axis perspective from Aldrahill on his, which is youtube.com/Aldrahill. We may have the beginning of the Allied stream, but unfortunately Vallenoma left because he was lagging horribly.
Yeah.
So we won't have a Allied perspective, but we do have the Soviet and the Axis. And that includes the private chat rooms, which we were using for most of the game, except for this end bit, which was only like half an hour from the end, where I thought everyone in the same room's pretty nice.
Like, at the start, we definitely needed separate voice streams because of all the plotting.
Yeah. With varying degrees of success.
Yeah. I gotta say though, France, you had me on the ropes for quite a bit of it.
Romania, you almost took me out. You were so close.
Romania was amazing.
Ran out of Romanian troops and cavalry.
Yeah, once I got... You were unlucky. I started rebuilding my tank regiments as you were attacking, and I was able to kind of bring them in from behind and cut you off.
Actually, the other big issue was, which you may not have noticed, was as I was pushing out there was a big pocket to that, like in the Lvov area, so a huge chunk of forces turned back to try to deal with that pocket and mop it up, and which attenuated the numbers that were
yes, I know.
Pushing forward.
I was fighting so hard to break that pocket open.
It reminds me of World War II, the 1941, when the idea is we got to liquidate these pockets, and that delays your rush to Moscow, obviously. So.
Yep.
It's just amazing how we only got to 1938.
I know, it's incredible.
You did kill 19 divisions in that pocket, by the way.
See you all next time.
Wow.
Bye.
So yeah.
User disconnected from your channel.
Yeah, that pocket was deadly, and I lost 30 to Aldrahill right at the beginning when he.
I saw that.
When he blew up the Communist Chinese pocket, that was so...
But Germany seemed to run out of troops, or at least troops that were in any condition to fight.
Yeah,
I ran out of manpower.
Your tactics, Germany, were quite interesting. You abandoned half of our border for a while. That's when I managed to push all the way through to, like, Danzig.
Because they just wasn't holding at all.
No, there was literally no one there.
I hated that I couldn't
Oh
join
no,
the war.
I did a fallback line.
Okay. Yeah, I've used
pushing.
I've used fallback lines to great success in this. Like against Japan, when I was like scrambling to hold Siberia, and he's taken a bit off of me, but he hasn't advanced that much since then.
I was really surprised because at some point there was nothing in Siberia because of the fallback lines, and I'm pretty sure you progressed forward from your fallback lines because.
No, I haven't. There's a lake kind of in the middle. That was where the fallback line was drawn. It's.
Oh, I see.
Two provinces from where we're fighting now.
I was just really surprised that he didn't advance too much because if you look to the right, there's just so much unclaimed land.
Yeah, I know. I was quite happy to give that area up. I really didn't care. Whoa! I have just caught 15 Japanese convoys. With 8 submarines. They're gonna die.
The Canadians were just naval invading me all the time.
Keeping up the pressure. That's how you got to play it with the Allies.
They are doing very good.
It's like they've only got one division, right? But that's just gonna walk through the Rome, get Naples by the time like everything comes down. That puts me on like 40% capitulation.
Ouch.
So it's like,
I want you to capitulate right inside my borders.
Was it right at the start? I was on like 81, I think was the highest. I was towards capitulating because you were at Milan.
You mean as I pushed over Rome?
Yeah. That was horrible because literally,
I should
if
have
Germany
sent
had
more
come...
troops there instead of blocking German advance in France.
Yeah, because it was just Germany needed the help for the Maginot. But as soon as I realised, oh god, this is actually spiralling into something, because I thought my regiments had it at the foot of Italy, kind of fell back then. Then I was in a...
It was a mistake to fall back. You could have held me back for years on Sicily.
Was it something that I don't think you realize was that I had built tons of level 5 forts at the start. Those held off, and then I managed to keep one of your forts for like, I think I've held that for a while, and that fort has not fallen since I've taken it, and then I've been able to push into southern France.
My forts are crap. I saw you advancing, and I thought, okay, let's push more into Germany and building forts and the Italian border.
You have an event that puts forts up.
Yeah, I know, but I have no political power, and I need to own. Because when I spend my political power on national focus and so on, I have nothing left, and I needed a.
When like the Soviets were at like Danzig, and I think the British were invading Hamburg, and Italy was about to fall, I think we were all just like, "Yep, this is over."
Nope.
And then Romania came out swinging.
Romania. Oh my
Romania
God.
saved you.
I
yeah.
hated
Used to be
that
cool.
Japan was not advancing faster in Southeast Asia, because as Japan annexed Guangxi, it had so incredibly easy Germany directly into. There were no troops at my front, nothing, absolutely no troops. I wanted to join, but I couldn't.
Out of curiosity, can you raise a troop in that one state you have in Indochina? Because if you can you just please annoy him and just walk through everything? Be funny.
Ah, you mean the stuff Japan has left for me?
Yeah.
No, I can't. You can't raise divisions abroad.
Ah.
So like yeah, overseas or something like that. Or it was impossible. I have the DLC.
For puppets.
Yeah, there is a there's a change.
Sorry,
Like
what was the question
Malaya?
about puppets? Yes, puppets have changed in the latest DLC, but you should be able to use them because everyone should have the DLC enabled because I'm hosting with it.
I don't have the DLC.
Shouldn't matter. If you're playing in a game with me at the moment and the host enabled, well, you basically play with everything the host has, and I have it.
Yep.
I bought the DLC yesterday just for this.
Oh, okay. But actually, I'm quite impressed with the DLC. I think it adds a lot to the game, especially when you're playing as the UK or the Commonwealth.
I don't think it's
Yeah.
worth £11 though.
True. I got it from Paradox, so I can't really complain. Thanks, Paradox.
Oh, you lucky bastard.
That's one of the advantages of what I do.
Free advertisement.
Yeah, exactly.
The autonomy mechanics are really good, and I think that makes it worth it. Also, if anyone has any interest in the Commonwealth.
I
Yeah.
don't know why. I
Can't
buy
choose.
everything from Paradox I get under my hand.
Yeah,
You can get it on
pretty much
sale
really.
if you wait
Yeah.
long enough, of course.
But
But
my last multiplayer was Hearts of Iron 2. Yes, Japan taking over the rest of the world. A good friend of mine in the LAN.
I think how many multiplayers have I done? I did the Communist Cooperative, which was the Soviets and Communist China. We did rather better in that than we did here.
Oh, I saw that one. That was good.
That was good. Yeah,
I
Japan.
enjoyed that.
Yeah, I think we could have had it. We just made that really big mistake at the beginning, but it's fine. What's the other multiplayer I've done? Oh, the Mordred, where I'm the UK and Aldrahill is the Raj. But then they announced the DLC like 2 weeks after we started that. Like, okay, we might as well wait for the DLC because that will change everything, especially for those two countries. I think those are the only ones I've done. No, I haven't. No, I've done the Entente Cordiale, which was the UK and France. I feel like I'm missing one.
User in your channel timed out.
Not sure.
User entered your channel.
Welcome back.
Yeah.
Well, are you guys enjoying this anyway?
It,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah, this is
it's
fun.
really fun.
Good.
Yes.
I enjoyed it, especially since tomorrow's my B-day.
Oh,
Ah.
awesome. Happy birthday for tomorrow.
Happy birthday to tomorrow.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Happy future birthday.
Absolutely funny.
This is the kind of thing I would love to do again.
Yeah, I definitely want to do this kind of thing more often in the future. Like, I really want to do a EU4 game, but it's less stable than this, and
Yeah.
quite probably another Stellaris in the future.
Oh, Stellar. Sounds good.
Have
Yeah,
you
you have my
Oh,
email,
that
so you can
would
always
be
hit me up.
awesome.
Have you
Awesome.
seen what Benjamin Magnus has done in EU4, and he has everybody playing in the Holy Roman Empire? I think that was quite a good idea.
Yes. Yeah, it can be, if you're doing a more competitive game. I mean, that was kind of the idea behind France, the UK, and Spain. It's because they are the big three
Yeah.
nations. If anyone's balanced, it's those three. I was just so ticked off that France and Spain didn't go to war once. But oh well. And yes, I will definitely do Stellaris in the future at some point. Don't know exactly when, but I would like to. And I know a couple of my friends want to do that, so that could potentially be quite a big game. And what they were saying to us at the Paradox meeting in Stockholm was Stellaris is built for multiplayer. If the multiplayer in that doesn't work, then the game doesn't work. So that can handle more players. I just need to be careful about lag, because we did have one player in the 8-player Stellaris game who just slowed it down for everyone. Much the same as what was happening here, actually.
You're welcome.
But if you are on Wi-Fi, then try and find a way of wiring it. That does often fix the problem.
I don't think my computer's capable of Wi-Fi, so
So,
that works fine.
it works fine, but my brother, they're just on their Xbox One way too much.
Let's steal their Xbox when you're playing.
If I do that, then I won't be able to play.
Play a game like if you find your Xbox, I'll buy you another one.
Oh. Wife and internet?
We talk about the Maginot breakthrough that France did.
Mhm.
That was How did you do that?
Apparently it was somehow. I just
Lots of
units at one
attrition
point.
and less weapons that the Germans had.
I think the Germans were at a 30k deficit at some point. That was really early on in the game. I don't know.
We've
how-
made it to 50
Uh,
and 60k.
Oh my god.
60,
Germans,
that's
they
more
are-
than I've ever been. Actually, no, that's not true. During the really, really dark days of the Japanese invasion of Siberia, I was at minus 60.
How did you
Germans
get yourself
are
out of
really
that?
unlucky, because they
Well-
could have stopped us advancing through the Maginot Line, or the secret line. Because I advanced with crappy division. I just needed the Allies or the USA to break the German morale, and then I fresh, unexperienced, and work with that just the half of their guys.
Yeah, thankfully I have people who are supporting me in my efforts.
Yeah, I sent you a lot of guns.
Yeah, and I'm putting them to really good use. Still use
I
more
am
though.
too.
I think it started out at like 1,000 guns a month, wasn't it?
3,000 for a while.
Then it increased and increased. I think, wasn't it at the end like 4,000 guns a month?
I think so, yeah.
And
I'm
I
giving you
produced,
like 200.
I produced 450 guns a day though, so.
Oh, jeez. Well, actually, to be fair, how much am I producing now?
I'm losing
146.
400 guns a day.
I'm losing 3.3 thousand a day.
1,000.
Well,
Yeah.
I am giving you more than you're producing.
No,
You should
that's
have a lot of guns. But
that's
then again, you are also creating units.
that's including the amount that you're giving me.
Oh yeah. Okay, so you're just
So I'm actually
giving you
losing
more
about
than you're
7,000 a day. I'm fighting a lot of battles on a lot of different fronts.
Yeah.
How did you like somehow bring it back, Mordred? I just don't get that.
Romania overextended. So you weren't able to, well, Romania wasn't able to defend the back line, so I cut through there, and that was when my tanks started to arrive, so I had the speed advantage. Romania was determined to take Moscow, so I recruited a bunch of troops in Moscow just to hold the edge of that, while the tanks cut round behind. And then once they were out of supply, it was easy. But if you hadn't overextended, once you got to Kiev and then, or Kursk, once you got to Kursk, that's when you went too far. If you'd stayed in Kursk, I would have been in serious trouble.
Mordred, you did, because your advance into Russia saved my ass. Because all my troops were running away at the moment you started advancing so hard. Then I could turn around and advance into Germany.
Yeah, I thought that we had Germany on your knees once we got to Danzig. I was like, we've got this, it's over. And then Romania happened. I'm still amazed. How did he punch out so quickly? Because I was garrisoning that border with you. Well, I guess you have a lot of tanks. That would probably do it. And your divisions are way better equipped than mine.
I felt really useless for the longest because I couldn't really send units over. And now I feel useless again because I can't send them over because of convoys.
If you look on the French front, if you can see it, all the battles that I'm fighting with the French, I think I'm winning. Well, most of them.
I started sending soldiers from the French front onto the Italian front. Right at the end there.
Wait, where was that?
I started sending my the American soldiers from the French front, some of them down to the Italian front to try and contain that.
My generals on the Siberian front are becoming ridiculously skillful. Konstantin Rovozeski, level 7, Panzer Leader, Ranger, Hill Fighter, Trickster, Winter Specialist, and Commando.
My guy's level 5.
How do you manage that?
Just constantly.
My troops are constantly under fire, and my generals are getting not a single experience point.
Are you using generals or field marshals?
Sometimes generals, sometimes field. Long front, I use marshal, but then I use tank divisions and so on.
Because field marshals
just 2 provinces and 12 troops, and
because generals should be advancing pretty quickly. Field marshals advance so unbelievably slowly, it's ridiculous. Like Konstantin there, he's a general.
I did not know that because I've been having a field marshal on the French front for this entire game.
Yeah, my front with Germany is split into 3 groups, each one commanded by a general.
I've just got one massive front against France. I'm planning on splitting it into 2 if we're able to push enough in the south.
My front with the massive front on Siberia, 3 generals. When I was being defeated by Romania, I did actually merge everyone under a field marshal just while I got stuff under control. And then once it was under control, I split it into generals again.
Aldrahill's army is only split into 2 that I can see in the Siberian front. Wait, is it 2?
Yeah, guys, I'm
no, 1 and then like one little reinforced bit.
User disconnected from your channel.
Yeah, I'm still annoyed about how well Aldrahill did there. We should have held them far longer than we did. We just made that one big blunder and it cost us heavily. Really heavily.
Yeah. Does that mean I can blame all of my problems on you?
Yeah, probably.
The British invasion into India was stupid because he had to move like half of his army down just to deal with that, and then he wasn't using railroads for it, so they could have been that a lot quicker.
He doesn't use railroads. I know that from when I was playing with him. He just refuses to use them. That's why I've been able to react so quickly to him. I use railroads. He doesn't.
I use railroads when I'm playing against players. 'Cause it's only my second multiplayer game, but a lot of players are scared to attack into a troop, like no matter, even if it's like 2 more divisions stronger, but they have less organization because they were on the railroad.
Yep.
If I'd have just been attacked, I would have been in serious trouble.
Yeah. I mean, when I was backing off to the fallback line after Romania, I was using mostly railroads to back away. But then I know how that works, so I was leaving one guy to kind of hold the line while the others retreated, and once they'd retreated one, I railroad. And that's how you can kind of fall back in fairly good order. You will lose a few divisions because they get left behind, but ultimately you're saving the army.
Right, I'm gonna head off now.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to as well. I'm going to play some with The Witcher.
Alright.
Because I want to play some.
Alright.
Alright, see ya. Have a good
It was
day.
nice
Mordred.
meeting everybody.
See you everyone, and thanks again for joining
Yeah.
us. I really
Thanks,
do
man.
hope you enjoyed it, and see you next time.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, no worries.
See ya.
See ya. And goodbye to all the viewers as well.
User